Hi everybody, my name is Hannah and this is my channel Ladybug Stitches. This is Flosstube number 8 and today is May 28th. Over the past 2 weeks I have been really busy working on a lot of different projects, so I have a ton of stuff to share today, so this might be on the longer side if I don't talk too fast. So I had 5 different fully finishes in the past 2 weeks, and so I want to start with my new release. This is called America and you can find it in my Etsy shop, which is linked down below. So I finished it in a pillow and I added some twill tape and a rickrack and then some star buttons at the top. And then on the back, I used some of that fabric that I got from Walmart. I think it turned out so cute. I really love it. I wasn't planning on releasing this pattern, but I just really got inspired and I really wanted to stitch it. So it is released now if you want to go check it out. And then at the same time that I finished that one, I also finished this pattern. This is, hold on, let me get my notes here. This is Stars and Stripes by Helen Daly. She's East Coast crafter. This was one of my Mania starts. I think it was in the beginning of Mania I started this, and then in my last video maybe I only had a little bit left to share, so so that is done. I think it turned out so cute. I also finished it as a pillow. I used some of that fabric from Walmart that I shared, and then I added a blue twill tape to the top and then a little pom-pom trim. I wasn't really sure what to add to this. I wasn't really sure how to finish it besides doing a pillow, so I had to look around and see what I had, and that's what I landed on. I would have liked to do some ribbon. Like, I like doing bows on top of my pillows, but I didn't have any 4th of July ribbon, so this is what I ended up doing. I picked my own floss and my own fabric for this. This is a 14 count fabric that I dyed myself, and I just picked some red, white, and blue floss that I had, and I think it turned out so cute. I can't wait to put it out in my display. I'm so excited. So thank you, Helen. This is a free pattern. You can find it on her blog. So cute. Okay, and then this past weekend, it was way too hot to do anything outside, so I just sat down and I finished 3 Mania pieces. So let's see. Let's start with this one. I finished this one first. This is actually a start and a finish and a fully finish all in one. Since my last video. This is, let's see, Give Thanks by Pinker and Pumpkin Quilting. This is also a free pattern. You can find it on her blog. I ended up going a little bit prim with this. I'm not usually a prim stitcher, but I think it just leaned itself towards that. So this is on a 14 count coffee tea dyed fabric that I did myself, and I did I think this floss is actually Weeks. I can't remember what color though. I think it's called for it to have 2 different flosses down here, but I just decided to stick with the same one. So I finished this in the morning. It was a really quick stitch, and then I found these little flowers. I'm not really sure where I got them from, but they matched pretty well, and then I just added some bows to it. And then for the siding, I did looks like a brown or reddish teeny tiny twill tape, and then this cording is actually handmade. I made it myself from plants. I can't remember, there's like a name for this kind of cording, but basically my aunt had some grass-like plants outside her house, and the ones that had died were nice and brittle, so I took them and I laid them on a towel. You spray them with water and then you roll it up, and then once it kind of is a little bit damp, a little bit dry, you just start weaving them together. So it turned out really cool. I have a whole spool of this stuff and I've been itching just to use it for something, and I'm really excited that I got to use it. I was gonna make a basket out of it, but it just wasn't working too well, so I just decided to use it for some trim. And then I added some turkey and pumpkin fabric to the back. The fabric also says Give Thanks on it somewhere, but I guess that didn't make it into the cut. So it's just cute. I'll be putting this out for my Thanksgiving display. and I'm so excited. I don't have a lot of Thanksgiving patterns and projects, so this is gonna be really nice to add to my collection. So I think that turned out so cute. And then I finished the leaf flag by Bent Creek. This is a pattern that my stepmom gave me for Christmas, so I really wanted to stitch it. She gave me all the called for flosses, and then I used a coffee tea dye fabric that I had, and it turned out so cute. The bow was a little bit messed up. It was sitting in my basket. It is so cute. I love it. So I used a, my chair keeps squeaking if you hear that, I'm sorry. So this is my back. I know you're not supposed to show your backs, but I just wanted to show you the wreath. So this is I believe these are black cap berry branches, and I wove them into a wreath. I love making wreaths. It's one of my favorite things to do in the summertime after the berries have all been picked. And I've done grapevines, and blackberry wreaths so far. Black cap leaves, wreaths, oh my god. So so this is a small little wreath that I had, and then I had this I don't even know what, like, it's like a, I don't know what you would call it. It's like a something, it's two different colors, and I wove them together. I had two of this dark brownish, whatever color, and I wove it, here you can see it better over here. I wove it with an orange, and I wrapped it around the wreath, and then I finished the project on a piece of fabric that's like got birds and leaves on it, and then I added a bow with a little squirrel. I have this pack of animals buttons that I've been wanting to use for so long, and I was like, what other time am I going to get a chance to use the squirrel with a squirrel? So I ended up putting that on, and then I added a little hanger. I think it turned out so cute. I love it. So that's that one. And then my last finish, this was also a start and a finish and a fully finish. I did this in a morning. I stitched this in the morning, and I think it's so cute. It is another free pattern by Stitchy Princess. You can find it on her Instagram, and it's called The Sleeping Fox. So there's the pattern or the project, and then I put it on a little piece of wood. I have glue hanging everywhere. I put it on this little piece of wood that my dad cut for me. It's really small. And then on the top I have some wire. So I took two pieces of wire and I folded them in half, and then I stuck it through the holes of a button, and I pulled them, and then I wound them together. And then to put them on the piece of wood, I used my drill, and I drilled a little bit of a hole. It has to be the width of the button, and then I just went down as far as I could without, you know, I didn't go too far, just enough. And then I put a whole bunch of hot glue in that little hole, and then I stuck it in. And then for the stitching, I had a piece of cardboard, and I put a brown fabric on it, and then I put the stitching on it, and then I just added a little bow with some little florally pieces on it. And then on the back I just put a piece of felt, and I think it turned out so cute. So instead of, I feel like foxes are kind of like fall kind of, but I decided since there are flowers in the fabric, in the pattern right there, I matched the little things to that, and then I decided that's kind of like summery, springy, so I think I'm gonna put it out in my summer display. I really need to change out my hutch back here for summer. I still haven't done it, but I think I'm gonna put this out for summer. I think it's so cute. That fox is so cute. So I chose my own floss colors, and I did a 14 count coffee tea dye dot Ada. I think it turned out so cute. So those are all my finishes. It was a busy day. I think I finished them on Sunday. It was a lot of work. I was like sweating in my craft room. It was a lot. So those are my fully finishes. Here's where it gets a little confusing for me. So I had new whips for Mania. And then I was working on some whips from Mania that were from my previous video, and then I was working on some projects that aren't Mania related, so I was trying to separate them all to figure out what goes in what. So first I have my regular whips. So this is the bag that I use to put all of my model stitching in for my patterns, and I just started the new cube. So this cube is gonna be my free pattern. So I'm gonna release this to everybody on my blog, and then I'm gonna do a tutorial video on how to sew the cube up. So this is what I have so far, and that's barely started. I just finished my new forgot all of my words. My new All Piled Up for July. That was finished this morning, and then I have to fully finish it to be released on Saturday. I think it's going to be released. So if you keep up with my my monthly series, that's going to be released on Saturday. So, and then my next whip is, I think I decided in the last video that I really wanted to start this soon. So this is a free stitch along by Cute Embroidery by Kate. It is the Camping Sow. It's over now. I wasn't able to keep up. I didn't even try to keep up because these little pieces are full coverage, and I was doing Mania, so I just decided that I wasn't even going to try to keep up. But I did start the first one. So this one here is the first one. It is not much of a start, but this is what I have so far. It's super cute. I want to add it to, I think I'm going to put like a display out for May. That's going to be like camping related. So I kind of missed the boat on this one for this year, but I think I'm going to do it for next year. So these will definitely go out then. I was going to say something else. What was I going to say? Oh, this is on 14 count coffee tea dye Ada, and I did not use the call for colors. I just used what I had. So they're kind of a lot different. But I think it'll look good. So I started that, and then my last whip is the Enchanted Realms Stitch Along by Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and I was getting a little I just took the whole table. I was getting a little bit stressed because it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there's 6 parts to this stitch along, and I have only done the first 2 parts, and I am very behind, and I was getting a little stressed. So I wanted to start the next section. So the first section is dragons, the second is mermaids, and then the third one over here is fairies. So all I have so far are little mushrooms and a little bit of a leaf, but that will be, hopefully get going soon on it. They've released the top one and the next one over so far. Super cute. I really want to do them, but I just haven't gotten to it. I've been stuck on Mania for a while, so hopefully after Mania I'll be able to get back to this fully. And I used called for colors on this, and then I used a fabric that doesn't show well on camera, but it's like teal and blue and purple and green that I dyed myself. It's 14 count, and it's super cute. I love it. So I really want to get back to this soon. I wasn't able to dedicate enough time this week to working on it. So those are my regular whips. Now I have my Mania whips. So these, I'm doing the Mania whips, these instead. So these are ones that I started in my last video, and I really wanted to get some more work done on them, and it's only 2 that I have here now. So I think 2 of them for some of my finishes, and then 2 are downstairs that I didn't work on at all. So I think that's the same amount. I don't know. It gets confusing. So this is 5 Kittens by Joy Sunday Cross Stitch. This is a stamped cross stitch kit that my cousin gave me. It's probably from Amazon if you want to find it. It's so cute. This is where I'm at. I've been working on this cat here, so all this white is what I've been working on. It gets a little confusing because this is all the stamped part, so I haven't worked on any of this. I added 2 rows of black at the top because all the yellow here is supposed to be black, so that is a lot. So I've been trying to go back and forth a little bit on it. So I have a lot of this cat done. So there's that. I really want to get this done by the end of the year, so I'm trying to like hustle on it a little bit. Okay. And then the other whip that I was working on is Pumpkin Spice Farm by Hands On Design. And I got a lot done here, I think. Last time I only had the pumpkin done, no, just 2 lines of the pumpkin. So I finished the pumpkin, I added some vines. I'm not done, I have a little bit more over here, I think. And then I started working on a spice. So I have, that's the P and ICE. I feel like this pattern would be pretty quick to do, so I've been trying to get it done. As you can see, there's not much left. Oops, floppy. Yeah, so I have to do the rest of Spice Farm and pumpkin, and then there's just a little bit of little doodads down there. So I think this will be quick if I work on it. So I want to get that done. And then we have my Mania starts. Oh, I forgot to say the Pumpkin Spice Farm is 14 count Ada that I dyed myself. I think it's coffee tea dyed, it looks like it. And I just picked colors that I had in my stash. So most of the time that's what I end up doing. If I forget to say, most of the time I pick my own colors. So the new Mania starts are not in order at all. I was getting so confused I couldn't remember anything. So I have, this one is Scatter Freedom by Shepherd's Bush. I have a bunch of these. I think I finished Easter and Valentine's Day, and I have them finished on the same piece, so that's what that's gonna go on. Let me get a drink real quick while we look at this. I think it's so cute. So I so far have freed. That's all I got done in a day or so. Next over here, this is Uncle Sam's head. And then I can put the M. These tend to go pretty quick. I just haven't had the time to stick with it. So this is a 14 count light blue and brown, looks like. Ada, and then I just picked flosses that looked similar. And I don't, there's some, there are some buttons and doodads that go on it, and I don't have any of that. So I'm just gonna fill in. If I have, I think I have a couple little star buttons that go on that I put on here. If I can find small enough ones, I might put them on too. I'm not sure. I have to look through what I have, but that'll be at the end. There we go. And then I stitched a Pie Menu by Country Cottage Needleworks. And I don't have a lot to show for this one. I just have apple and pecan. I actually would have had more, but I stitched apple and then I stitched pecan, and then I looked at the chart and I realized apple is not blue. For some reason it looks blue in the chart. I was just going off of the picture and I realized it's supposed to be green. So I had to take apple back out and stitched it in a green instead. So it's not too much to show for this one. I gave it like a day's worth of stitching on it. And I think this is 28 count linen or something. It was in a kit that I de-kitted, and I didn't want anything from the kit except for the floss and the fabric. It was given to me, so I have no idea what it is. I think it's 28 count though, so and not called for gloss. It's just what I picked. So I really want to get that done by Thanksgiving era, so hopefully I can get more time to that soon. Then I have Siren's Tart, Jack's Sweet Shop by Plum Street samplers. It's a mermaid. I know you might hear I love mermaids, so I want to do a lot of mermaid patterns, so that's one of them. And I got a little bit of work done. I got some of her tail outlined. There are a whole bunch of cross hatches in the tail, so I'm nowhere near done with this color yet. This is on 14 count Ada, that's blue and brown maybe. I dyed this fabric specifically with this pattern in mind, so I think it turned out pretty good for it. And then I just pulled flosses that I had. So you can see there's still a lot to go. It looks like a small pattern, doesn't it? But it's like actually a lot to stitch. So that was like a day of work, not very much. And then this is my other mermaid pattern. This is a free pattern that I found on Mirabilia's website. I'm gonna flash it. It's another mermaid. I've done, I think it was a Mirabilia mermaid. I'll have to show it one day. I have it framed in my craft room, but I'll have to show it one day. I really love doing it. I really want to do another one, but they're so expensive to get all the flosses and all the beads and everything. So for this one, I just used what I had, and this is a, which way does it go? This way. This is, let's see, that's pretty true to color, I think. It's like, I think this is a white fabric that I did blue and purple on. It's a little wrinkly. There you go. That's better. I thought that looked pretty good. So I started with some beads. I just pulled flosses that I thought worked and some beads that I have. So these are just white beads. And then I started her torso there. Again, this was like just one day of work, so I didn't get very much done. Hopefully soon I can get back to it, but I'm not in a rush for this one. I just really wanted to get it started. And then I have 3 more. I have, this is going to be a big project. I don't think I showed this one in my last video, but if I did, I am so sorry. But this is Jolly Old St. Nicholas by West Point Designs. So there are 17 Santas, and some of them are Mrs. Claus, and I want to do all of them. They're actually pretty big. I did not expect them to be as big as they are, but I am working on the top Santa, which is traditional Santa. And I'll kind of like go through all different kinds of Santas. I think my favorite is the gardening Santa right there. I don't know if you can see him, but he's right there. I think that's my favorite. But I'm gonna go in order of how they're listed in the book, I think. But not sure. This will be many, many years of work, but I will do them all eventually. So I started with traditional Santa, and this is all I got so far. This is a couple days of work, but not too many. I don't have, it calls for a metallic floss for the belt hook, and I just have this Coates and Clark metallic 1 thread stuff. It's really, really thin. I swear it's like half of a thread of a normal 6-stranded thing, but I doubled it up, and I think it'll work fine. It's all I had. So this is on 14 count Ada that I coffee tea dyed, and I just used whatever colors I had. So that's his the middle of his coat, and then his hand, and then his belt. So hopefully I can work on this again soon. Okay, put it all away. Then I have Heart in Hand, Be Kind. I chose this one purely because I love the skunk in it. I think the skunk is so cute. And I worked on this a couple days. This is what I have so far. So cute. I used my own flosses, and the color of the fabric isn't showing up too well. It's like a green with some orange and blue on top. it's showing up a lot darker than it actually is, which is weird. But anyway, so that's that. It's so cute. I thought I knew what I was gonna finish this on, but I don't think that's what I'm gonna do instead. So I really want to get this done soon. So this is on my list. This is on my plans. And then I have one more. This is going a lot faster than I thought it would, actually. We're only at 25 minutes. This is an embroidery project that my cousin gave me for my birthday. So this can probably be found on Amazon, I think, and I don't have a name for it, but it's bees and sunflower. I love bees and I love sunflowers. Sunflowers are my favorite flower. So this was a no-brainer. This came in a pack of 3. So if you're looking, it'll be in a pack of 3. I've never done embroidery before, so I wanted to take this challenge on. And it's definitely a learning experience, but it's going okay. So the only thing I have so far is the center, which these are all French knots. It's not coming across on camera as well, but these are all French knots, and then these are satin stitches. I don't know if they turned out good or not, but, and then the little bee up here, I did the wings and the little bee butt. Those are also satin stitches. So this is coming along, but it's very slow. This fabric is really hard to get my needle through. It's a really big needle. So it's just hurting my hands a little bit. So I haven't worked on it as much as I wanted to, but it's coming along. It's coming along. So that is on all the kit stuff. So if you want to look for it on Amazon, you can go ahead and do that. I don't have a link or anything for that, but so those are all of my whips and my starts. I have no haul, but I do want to do some shout outs. I've been watching a lot of Flosstube lately, and I want to share some of those people. So this morning I checked out Wendy's Whimsical Stitches. She's Stitchy Wendy. I only watched the latest one, which is like 3 weeks ago. I'm a little behind, but oh jeez, I am hoping to catch up soon. She has a lot of stuff. It's so cute. I love all the flowers and everything that she puts in her pieces. So I think we stitch a lot of the similar stuff, or at least stuff that I would like to stitch one day. So definitely go check her out. And then I caught up on Sarah Stitcheries, her new video. It was great. And then I caught up on Helen D, East Coast Crafter, her new video. It was great. And then B&E Stitchery, their new video, and Java Girl Stitches, her new video. I'm all caught up on all of them, so it was really nice to catch their new videos. And then I checked out a new Flosstuber. Her name is Jill. She's Stitchin' Books. I'll link her down below as well. So go give her some love. She's a new Flosstuber, and I hope she comes back for her second video. I can't wait to catch it and watch it, and it'll be so exciting. So go watch them if you want to. They stitch a lot of stuff that I stitch to, or my style of stitching to, so you'll like them as well. So yeah, I will link them all down below. And then the only thing left is plans. So I have 2 more Mania starts. I don't know how it happened. Oh jeez, I keep hitting my table. I don't know how it happened, but I have on my schedule 2 more days that I'm supposed to do Mania starts. I was doing them every other day, so every odd day. So it was going to be 16 starts, and I pulled 16 patterns. Now I haven't gone back and counted them because that does not sound like fun, but I think I accidentally started one of the Mania starts on a day that I wasn't supposed to, so I got 1 start ahead. Because I went to my basket that I kept all my starts in, and I only had 1 left, but I had 2 days left to do. So I'm not really sure what happened there, but I already had another start that I wanted to do anyway, and I was just going to tack it on the end of Mania. So I decided that's going to replace the one that I did ahead of time or something. So I guess technically I'm going to have 17 Mania starts, which is fine. I already have 4 finishes, so I'm doing pretty good, and I'm gonna hopefully have some more soon. Like I said, I want to work on Heart and Hands, Be Kind. I want to get that one done. My goal is to have one more Mania finish by the time I do my next video, because I really want to get these Mania whips down. The goal when I did Mania is I did not want to have a lot of whips by the end of the year. So I just wanted to get a whole bunch of stuff started and finished and out of my basket of things that has to get done. So hopefully I picked a lot of smaller patterns. So hopefully they can get done soon. Couple big ones, but I don't know. I'll dedicate some time to them. But anyway, so I think that's it. It ended up being my normal length of videos. I guess I talked a little bit too fast. I tend to do that. But I hope everybody had a really good Memorial Day. It was really hot here. Like I said, on Saturday and Sunday, it was in like the high 80s, almost to the 90s. And I didn't really want to go outside, so I stayed inside and I stitched and I finished things, and it was really great. And then on Monday, it rained a ton at like 2 in the afternoon all the way until nighttime. So it was nice to just also stay inside and stitch. Any excuse, right, to stay inside and stitch, but all my plants are really enjoying it. I'm getting a lot of plants that popped up that I didn't expect them to pop up. And then we have like a whole chipmunk family that have been bothering all of my plants too. So my strawberries have taken a little bit of a toll. And my lettuce, my poor lettuce, I have a whole pot that I put a whole bunch of lettuce seeds in, and the chipmunks just come through and they just dig up all the seeds and knock all the dirt everywhere. So they keep going back to like the same couple pots. So I think some of my plants are a little doomed. But I enjoy like going out and checking my plants like every single day. So I think that's it. That's all I wanted to say for today. So I hope you all have a wonderful 2 weeks, and I will see you then. Bye!